Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Married to Medicine, Season 10, Episode 1.
This is my show right here.
Yeah,
this is my show right here. Before we get into it, I want y'all to subscribe, like, comment, share, all the above. We got more reviews on the way. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We can't do it without you. Now, usually in the beginning of the show, I ask a question. Can I ask my question, Blair?
Go ahead.
I said, can I ask my question?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is Lateasha a gold digger? I only got one for y'all this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Is Lateasha a gold digger? Let's go, Blair.
All right. We start with Dr. Jackie and Heavenly. They are meeting up at the Vault, which is Phaedra's new store. She's a co-owner of.
Mm-hmm.
Phaedra walks in and she is showing skin.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, she is showing skin.
Mm-hmm.
Phaedra is dating a physician from another country. He is Nigerian. His name is Dr. O, and he's a pediatric cardiologist.
Nice. And
we get pictures of him, but his face is covered with an emoji, so we do not know who this man is.
Nope.
Yep. Next, we've got Dr. Simone and Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
They are at home. They are going to be hosting a dinner.
Nice.
And Dr. Eugene and Toya come through first.
Good to see y'all again.
And apparently, Dr. Simone and Cecil helped them with some marital issues that they were having recently. Mm-hmm. And they're in a good place now.
Yeah.
They talk about how Dr. Greg is going to be getting married.
Dr. Greg is back?
Yes.
Dr. Greg is back.
G.
Dr. Greg is back. Come on, walk us through it. It's a lot of jumping back and forth. Walk us through it.
So we're back at Phaedra's store. Mm-hmm. She invited Quad, but Quad isn't there. Mm-hmm. Heavenly said Quad has been radio silent because she's sensitive and she be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
And they asked Heavenly, where's Quad? She said probably sleeping with somebody, man.
Oh, my goodness, Heavenly.
Quad is at home playing in her wigs. Mm-hmm. Okay? And Heavenly, Quad told you to stop saying that about her because it's not true.
It's not true.
Anyway, back at Dr. Simone's house, they are happy that Greg's happy with his new fiancée. Mm-hmm. Phaedra apparently met Quad through Greg. Mm-hmm. Phaedra says they haven't dated like that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the ladies at the store, they're all happy. Greg is happy.
Okay.
Yeah. Phaedra says they haven't dated like that. Heavenly was trying to say like, what kind of dating did y'all get into?
Yeah.
Heavenly says, you just can't always believe what Phaedra be saying because Phaedra be lying.
She did lie on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, she lied on Candy.
Yeah,
and she lied about her delivery date.
Well, that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Continue because we about to get into it next. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Dr. G and his fiancée Lateasha walk in. Mm-hmm. Cecil thinks that Dr. G leveled up.
Okay.
How?
What do you mean how?
How did he level up?
Look at Greg now compared to how Greg was back then.
Oh, you're looking at Greg's happiness. No, I was thinking about him saying leveled up like this girl is better than Quad or something.
He may feel like listen, it can be all the above. It can be like, look at Greg, you're happier now, you lost weight, you look better. Guess what? She's doing things for you. I like her better than Quad. You don't know because remember, they didn't stop their friendship with Greg.
That's true. They've been hanging out
exactly.
With him.
So he may feel all the above.
Okay.
Continue.
Dr. G says his DMs were lit.
Yes.
When he and Quad broke up.
Oh, yeah.
She said that she was one of those DMs. Mm-hmm. She sent him, I can give you what you need. Mm-hmm. And she sent a little baby emoji.
That's crazy.
And I don't know if you remember, but Quad didn't want to have kids. And that's why she sent the baby emoji to be like, I can give it to you. Well, Greg flew her out. Mm-hmm. She had on a sexy dress. Greg was into it. Mm-hmm. And she moved from D.C. down to Atlanta to be with her man.
Now, question. What is your thoughts about Lateasha, the first thing you saw? Go ahead.
First impressions. One is she favors Toya. Mm-hmm. Beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. And she seemed to have like a funny personality. It seemed like she'll be a good fit for the group. Honestly, I could see her being closest friends with Toya because... one, she's younger, but Toya I think she's in her 40s because this girl I think is 31, so she's really younger than everybody. But they have the same vibrancy. I feel like Toya and Tisha, and also people might think she's ditzy, like as far as like some of the other doctors and stuff like that. So they may not take her serious. Well, then I guess I just went against what I said. She ain't gonna fit in the group. But she's going to be friends with Toya. That's how I feel. But no, she seemed cool.
Do I got to give you more time for you to figure out how do you feel about Lateasha?
I landed on it. That's where I'm at.
Okay. I do not think she's going to fit into the group. Okay. I do think she's Dixie. I do think she's a little bit of an airhead. The characteristics that I've seen so far that she plays on this show. Being in somebody's DMs and to basically let that be the cat call to get you with Greg, I don't think. I think what Greg is looking for, or what he was looking for at that moment, I think you just provide him that. And that's just a fun time.
Yeah.
Right? And now him taking it this far to where he's getting married to you, I don't think y'all are a good fit. I think you may feel like you're young, Greg, but you're not.
Yeah.
That beard is gray. That hair is gone. You know what I'm saying?
He look good though.
He looks very good.
Better than he did back in the day.
He looks very, very good. I'm not taking that against him. But even something without that energy, I feel like she's too high strung, too high energy for the group. I think she's too high strung, too high energy for the group. And this is a group with Heavenly in it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I think her frequency is higher than Heavenly's. And maybe not in a way to where she's going to be insulting people and going at people and things like that. But I just think like you are in a group, you have to hold your own with these people in the sense of these are doctors you with, doctor wives that you're with, and you may feel inadequate around these people.
And they do have a little bit of like respectability politicking that goes on within their group.
Yeah.
Like what's appropriate, what's not, what are you wearing? You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that's just kind of like, are you a fit aesthetically?
Yeah.
All the things. So there is kind of like a respectability thing. And she just seemed like she down home regular type of girl.
It just it just comes off as if you can be one of their oldest children. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know if Jackie go let you call her Jackie. Jackie may be like Dr. Jackie. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you're gonna find a friend in this group. Even if it is Toya, Toya have shown that she usually be beefing with her friends and things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm actually worried about you.
Okay.
I'm actually
Chris is worried.
Continue.
Okay. Dr. Heavenly takes her daughter, Allura, to go dress shopping for prom.
Yeah.
And we get a little flashback, and we have seen Allura grow up throughout the years.
Yeah.
And it is amazing to see her, at this point, which is awesome.
Congrats to them.
Yeah. Heavenly wants Allura to stay in state for college, and she is trying to go off and spread her wings and do her thing. And I say, go ahead.
Wow.
I say, go ahead. That's what I did. Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
come back if you want to.
Heavenly says she don't want that to happen, even though she is lying and she's contradicting herself, because that's what she did with her husband, with Daddy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Dr. Damon Daddy.
Yeah. So it's so interesting to see them in the store. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So they are going to have a hoedown for the engagement party.
Okay. We are back at Lateasha's house.
Simone's house.
Simone's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's nervous. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't remember where the scene was.
They're having it at Lateasha's house. A hold down.
Yeah, they're having it there, but she's just talking about it now.
Okay.
And she's nervous to meet his friends, and she just wants to be able to mesh well with everybody.
Okay. Yes, that was at Lateasha's house.
Okay.
Right. To where they were standing in the room with the decorations and things like that. Yeah, she should be nervous because I do not think you are going to mesh well with these people.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Especially because they all were friends with Quad first.
Yes. That's one of the main reasons why. Even though they don't treat Quad that well.
Don't get it twisted.
No, don't get it twisted. It's not that Quad is treated as like, the queen and the princess and things like that. Like, they don't treat Quad that well. But at the same time, like, you're 31, 32 coming into this as Greg's fling. That's how they view you. As Greg's fling. They view Greg as a crazy guy. You get what I'm saying? They don't.
What a mini coupe.
Exactly. So they don't. I don't think you're gonna fit in, and I'm sorry about that. Continue.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Jackie's getting ready for the engagement party. Dr. Heavenly says calling it a hoedown is kind of tacky. See, that's a respectability politicking type of thing. She's just like, that's tacky.
Yeah.
Apparently she's from Texas. Heavenly said, the house looked better when Quad was living there, and called Sweet Tea a Target kind of girl. Target kind of girl.
Of course.
Ain't nothing wrong with Target.
It is if you make Dr. Heavenly money. Okay.
I know Dr. Heavenly be at Target.
I'm not going to put that on. Hey, listen,
Okay.
you saw where she got her daughter dressed from.
Yeah, that dress was $2,000 for prom dress.
Exactly.
Mine was like $100.
So you got your dress from Target, okay? Dr. Heavenly is not doing that for her daughter.
Right.
And she said, you know what? I got to leave. Here's my card.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Well, Toya, Simone, Cecil, and Dr. Eugene all ride together to the party. Toya says Heavenly has been making an effort to stop bad-mouthing her friends online, but it probably won't last long.
It probably won't last long.
And Toya, you be the first one to where she break that streak.
Yes.
Because she do not mind coming for you.
She's going to talk about you.
Yeah. Her, so... what's her name? Sweet Tea is what she's going by at the party and stuff like that.
Lateasha.
Yeah, I'll call her T. Her twin sister and her sister's husband arrived. Curtis is in the DR, so Dr. Jackie arrived solo.
Okay, what's up, Curtis? I miss you, boy.
What is up, Curtis?
Okay.
No, in the DR.
I said, what's up, Curtis? He's
what
working.
What is up, Curtis?
He's working.
What is up, Curtis?
Okay.
Heavenly brings her friend, Dr. Alicia, who's a dentist, and her husband, who's also a doctor.
Yeah.
It's funny, at one point, who was it? Somebody asked the new doctor lady, like, are you going to work for Dr. Heavenly's practice? Because I think that girl, she actually just moved down to Atlanta, too. She's like, no. She's like, I'm not going to mix work and pleasure. And I agree. I agree.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah. Phaedra arrives, and we talk a little bit about how Eugene lost weight. He he looks good. He does look healthier. Toya said that his stamina has improved, so it has been a time in the sheets.
Okay.
Heavenly asks, what do you like the most about being engaged to T? She says she got a little access to the money.
Now listen, is Lateasha a gold digger? Listen here, man.
Everyone was crickets.
I'm going to tell you this, Lateasha. These people not your friends, man. These people not even Greg friends. Honestly, not all of them. Not all of them. The Greg friends outside on the deck. You get what I'm saying? They say you have access with the money. They don't know who you are. They don't know where you came from. They don't know what you do. So for you to say that you have access to the money, that already takes off what you do don't matter, because obviously, like, you using his money. So whatever a job or whatever respectability you wanted to gain from your career, that's off the table. Now you definitely got called Jackie, Dr. Jackie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't calling her sis. You ain't calling her girl. You ain't calling her none of that. You know? You said the quiet part out loud. You get what I'm saying? You felt too comfortable. And I understand why you would feel comfortable in your house. But you got strangers in your house. You get what I'm saying? These people are not your friends. And mind you, as we about to see, they so not really worried about you so much, they started talking about Quad
at your party,
at your engagement party. Walk us through it, bro.
In her old house. Jeez Louise. Anyway, Heavenly asked if she's ever been called a gold digger before. And she said, well, not really. And then Toya's like trying to help her, saying, have you or have you not? And she's like, no. She's like, then say no.
Yeah, please
say no.
Yes.
Heavenly says Sweet Tea is digging for copper because she ain't got the wherewithal to even look for the gold.
She basically calling you stupid. That's like I said. Listen here, man. It's gonna be a rough go for you on this show. Continue.
Yeah. Toya brings up Quad and asks if Phaedra is covering her DUI case. Phaedra said, I don't know nothing about that. And T is like, look, we're not going to make this about Quad. If you're here for me, you're here for me and Dr. G.
That's fair.
T thanks Simone for referring her to see a specialist. Apparently, she has some fibroid issues. Heavenly says, well, why didn't you send her to Jackie? Jackie do all that.
I love Heavenly, boy. She a fire starter, boy.
And, keep the money in the friend group. Ain't that what you supposed to do? Simone says she needed to see a specialist, so I referred her to a specialist. Simone is like, I can do all these types of surgeries. I can do all these types of things. And if I needed her to go to Dr. Jackie, I would have sent her to Dr. Jackie. And then, they still arguing. So T's sister breaks it up and is like, this is T's house, so y'all need to let her speak. According to them, this Quad old house.
Yeah. And then you heard Heavenly. She said, listen here, I will let Jackie perform surgery on my brain. I trust Jackie with everything. Simone don't like Heavenly at all. Simone don't understand why Jackie would be friends with Heavenly.
Because Jackie just as messy as Heavenly. I feel like Jackie be thinking probably half the things that Heavenly be saying, and that's why they friends. Because Jackie get a good cackle in her head because she ain't gonna say it out loud.
Continue.
T says that she went to Simone because Greg recommended her. I don't know why she had to say that. That's not what really we was arguing about.
Listen,
all right,
just Lateasha, you are really just background music. This is really your party, but you just here now.
Yeah.
Basically. Continue.
Yeah. Phaedra says that she wants to clear the air, and Heavenly jumps in and says, you saying you never slept with Greg, right?
I love Heavenly, but fan that flame.
Yeah.
Fan it.
Yeah.
Continue.
I kind of want to talk about the scene a little bit.
Go ahead.
They ruined that girl's party. That was so bad. That was so bad. Yes, they ruined her party. And she really was trying to make a good effort. I mean, she even had the hay bales and all this type of stuff. She had a freaking bull in the living room. Yeah. For this hoedown. She went all out. And they sitting up here talking about Quad and whether or not Phaedra slept with Greg. I'm like, geez Louise.
And then you heard Heavenly say in the next scene the food was nasty. I'm telling you, like, look, you should have invited your real friends. If she
had a couple of them.
No, you needed to invite your real friends and let Greg friends find out about it later on. Let them show up to the wedding to where you basically let the first time they see you is at the wedding, so they have no choice but to be nice. There's usually some formality when it comes to the bride. Yeah. But if I got a chance to talk to you beforehand and things like that and get to know you, oh man. And truth be told, this is heavily on her good behavior.
It kind of is. And it's funny, too, because the guys are outside talking about wives are doing good. They ain't arguing. Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, you hear Heavenly voice. And Dr. David he like cock his head around so fast. Yep, that's your wife. Yeah. That's your wife.
But,
yes.
But even Heavenly, even when they were arguing, this is heavily on good. This is heavily
she wasn't
on
even
her
going that
best
hard.
Behavior. Exactly. So if you can't handle this, ooh, this is going to be a rough season for you. Continue.
Yeah. Well, T is talking to Greg, and they're in the car, and she's saying she just did not like how the party went.
Of course not.
The guests made it about Quad, and it didn't make her feel good.
Right there, she had shades on. She was definitely tearing up behind the shades. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And it was at that moment that confirmed for me, oh, you gonna have a rough go on this show. Because these women are their own version of alpha male in their profession. They made their bones in a profession to where men is the lead. Yeah. Doctors, women doctors, and dentists and things like that. They are in men industries, and they are leading the charge in their industries. Celebrities go and see Dr. Jackie and stuff like that. Yeah. And Simone and things like that. Celebrities go see Dr. Heavenly. And
get their teeth fixed by her. Exactly.
Yeah. So they are their own version.
These are heavy hitters.
These are very heavy hitters. And guess what? They got to have strong husbands. Well, I don't know if Dr. Jackie and Curtis married, but, strong.
They married.
Okay, strong partners. Because they are strong in their field in themselves. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, hey, I don't know, especially with the age that these women are, that you are that strong at 31.
But see, also, I don't even think it's necessarily T. I feel like she's going into it like, I want to make a good impression. I want to be nice to these ladies. I want to have some jokes and have fun. But they could like your personality, but not respect you. And that's the thing with this group is, do you have their respect or not? Because with Toya, they could be like, Toya's okay, but we don't respect her because she worked her husband to the bone.
They don't even respect Toya, and she's in the group.
And she's in the group, and they're just like, she's okay to be around, but we don't respect her as a woman and as a wife. And that is what makes Toya an outsider versus some of these other shows where it's just like, you have a bad personality, we don't get along. Yeah. No, you can have a great personality, we just don't respect you.
No. You gotta,
and that's tough.
You gotta be something, tough. And granted, this may be a representation of how society is or how corporate America is. But Jackie is 65 years old. She has nothing in common with a 31-year-old, unless you a doctor or you trying to become a doctor. Maybe you ask her to mentor you. Yeah. But hold down and things like that and things of that nature. And granted, Jackie wasn't the main antagonizer. It was her partner in crime, Heavenly, and things like that. And they talking about Quad and, everybody going back and forth. But I'm just saying, this was light. Mm-hmm. Basically, what they did, oh my goodness, we didn't even get to the group vacation yet.
Right.
like
folks breaking glasses and calling their husbands the B words and all that type of stuff.
This is
light work.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think down the line we're going to see, I hope she is somebody. When I say somebody, I hope she is some in profession that garners respect. It's something about being a doctor, a lawyer, that just garners that respect, even if the person itself is not.
But even with her saying that whole money thing, I think they lost a lot of respect by her saying that out loud. Even if that's the case. Because you should know better, basically. They're like, you got to be smarter than that.
Because that's probably their fear when they get married to somebody else. Uh-huh. So basically, you have to view it as, they are Greg in this situation. Yeah. They are doctors.
Yeah, they ain't my homegirls.
Exactly. So when you say, I'm here for the money, listen here.
Everybody was like, what?
They like, wait a minute. The only one that really had to feel good about that probably is Heavenly, because Heavenly was, well, my husband adopted himself. Mm-hmm. So, like, the money, we here for each other. But Curtis not a doctor. I think Jackie retired him. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Look, Toya don't work. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So Toya's probably looking like, girl.
Yeah, don't say that.
What are you doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, I remember they showed flashbacks to where Eugene was in the kitchen yelling, "We are in a financial crisis." when basically the IRS
was after them.
Exactly.
Hello.
So they doing all that, and then on top of that, you got scenes where Latoya is basically talking about how you're working for 12 hours and sleeping for 10. Mind you, he needed to pay the IRS back a lot of money.
Yeah.
So like Latoya probably can see her. Latoya probably can see herself in Lateasha and be like, oh my goodness, was I this naive? I remember there was a scene where they was outside of Simone's house. It was Simone and Toya, right? And Simone was circling around Toya, calling her stupid.
It's because you're not smart.
Exactly.
It's because you're not smart. So, and that's the thing. They ain't worried about how funny you are.
No.
They ain't worried about that. No. They trying to see if they can respect you.
The first thing, Phaedra, her name is?
Phaedra,
Phaedra came in. She said, "You wearing these booty shorts with no booty."
And the thing is, Phaedra, as you know, wild as she be dressed, and she's an attorney, and all Heavenly could say was that Phaedra is an attorney. She's a lawyer. She's a boss. You know, all this type of stuff, and that's all Heavenly could really say.
Yeah. And guess what? That by itself garners some type of respect. But only thing that they have on you, which is not fair, but it's life, is that you are just Greg's toy.
Yeah.
They don't even respect you as Greg's fiance and things like that. They just view you as Greg is going through a midlife crisis, and we
got to sit here
and we have to support him through this.
Yeah.
They don't see you as a permanent, smart, foundational decision in his life. Go ahead, continue. Greg over here apologizes to his fiance inside the car. Go ahead.
Yeah, he apologizes for them. And she says, she's going to let it be known that it's a new sheriff in town.
Stop.
They are going to laugh you out of the building.
Yes.
Don't come in too strong now.
No.
Keep it cute.
No,
keep it cute.
Lateasha, oh my goodness, I'm about to watch the show in tears every time. I'm gonna be crying, like
I'm gonna show up who's boss.
Not crying tears of joy, like not crying like I'm laughing. I'm gonna be crying like, oh my god, this is a horror movie.
Somebody help her! Somebody save her!
Go ahead, continue.
Well, he says that she gives him peace and comfort, trust, and intimacy. They get their marriage license, and we see a little flash forward to some drama that's going to be happening.
Yeah.
And apparently, I ain't going to say too much, but it's going to be a ride of a season.
Well, we already knew that this season was going to be centered around Greg.
Yeah.
Greg is a character in itself, and listen here, I like Greg. He is a funny guy to watch. You get what I'm saying?
I enjoy watching him too.
So with all of that said, Lateasha, this is not going to end well for you. I hope you do get to the altar, and I hope y'all do get married. But I'm telling you right now, you go have some bruises and scars messing with
these women.
And granted, what was that girl that was mad at Dr. Jackie for like exposing her business and things?
Oh,
like
Buffy.
But listen here, that's one of the first times that we saw Dr. Jackie get nasty.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I said sorry here. You get what I'm saying? like so I'm like, I think this is gonna be bad for you. But look, I'm happy my show back though. Anything else you want to share on the show? Anything you want to share about this this first episode of the new season so far?
No, I feel like we touched on everything. I'm just happy it's back. Married to Medicine is really, I would say it probably is my favorite show on Bravo. I mean, it's that good. It's that good.
It's really entertaining. Yeah,
it's great.
Y'all be good.
Bye.